You know, there's a single five-letter word that really holds the key to your personal and financial growth. It can totally change how you see yourself and what you're actually capable of. But before we even get into that, you have to understand the sheer scale of the power you already have inside you. Take a look at this number. 11 million kilowatt hours. That is the amount of potential energy that's locked inside just 1 pound of your body. To put that into perspective, your hand, just your hand, has enough raw power to light up the entire building you're in right now for a month. And this isn't some sci-fi movie stuff. This is the real, untapped potential you're walking around with every single day. So what if I told you that just one single habit could plug you directly into this immense potential? A habit so powerful, it could literally help you turn your annual income into a monthly income. Stick with me, because by the end of this, we're going to reveal exactly what that is and how you can build it. So we've established that we're all walking around with this incredible, scientifically proven power source. The potential is absolutely there. Which brings us to the big question, right? If we all have this phenomenal potential just sitting there, what's holding us back? Why aren't we all achieving these incredible things? Well, the answer lies in a really common but crippling internal condition. See, the problem isn't a lack of ability or even a lack of opportunity. It's an internal sickness. It's what the legendary Bob Proctor called the disease of doubt. We tend to think of doubt and worry as just, feelings that come and go, but they're not. It's way more accurate to think of them as psychic or intellectual diseases. They infect our thinking, and they completely paralyze our potential. And this right here really lays it all out. Doubt and worry are the polar opposite of understanding. They are caused by ignorance, which is really just a simple lack of knowing. Understanding, on the other hand, well, that's gained from knowledge. One makes you weak, and the other makes you powerful. It's that simple. And believe me, this isn't just some abstract theory. Look at this quote from Bob Proctor himself. At 26 years old, he was the perfect example of not knowing. It wasn't just that he hadn't read much. He had literally never read a single book in his entire life. I mean, his situation was about as bad as it gets. He'd only finished 2 months of high school, he had zero business experience, and he was completely buried in debt. By every conventional measure, this guy was set up to fail. He was living in a state of ignorance, and that created constant doubt and worry about his future. But here's the thing. That's not where his story ends. Not even close. He found an antidote, a powerful cure for this disease of doubt that would completely transform his life from the ground up. So, what is this cure? What is the one thing that can take someone from a place of total ignorance and worry to a place of understanding and incredible power? It's this one, 5-letter word: study. And it's so important that we get this definition right. To study isn't just about passively reading or consuming information. It's the active, focused, dedicated pursuit of understanding. It's the difference between just skimming a book and truly absorbing its lessons so you can actually apply them to your life. So let's break that down. This is about a dedicated pursuit. It's not casual, it's not something you do when you have a spare minute. It's an intentional act of digging deep until you don't just know something, you understand it. And this idea, it's not new. It's ancient wisdom. As King Solomon wrote, "In all you're getting, get understanding." It's the foundation, it's the bedrock that all true and lasting success is built on. And here's a perfect modern example of this in action. Bob Proctor's business partner, she started her whole journey by becoming what he called a super serious student. She dedicated herself to truly understanding what made him successful. That one commitment led her to build a phenomenal program, then become a top consultant, and eventually rise all the way to president and CEO of their company. Her success was a direct result of her commitment to study. Okay, so let's bring this all back home. Back to that huge promise I made at the very beginning. How does the simple act of studying translate into such a massive financial leap? Because here's the real secret. True study isn't just about learning facts about the world. It's a journey of self-discovery. When you study the laws of success and the nature of your own mind, you start to understand yourself at a core level. You finally connect with that 11 million kilowatt hours of potential we talked about. And when that happens, that's when this becomes possible. By truly understanding and then applying these principles of growth, you can start to achieve results that seem totally impossible to the outside world, like turning what you used to make in a year into what you now make in a month. And look, I want to be crystal clear here. This is not an exaggeration. Proctor's whole point was simple. If I can do it, you can do it. He started from the deepest disadvantage you can imagine, The only thing that changed was his decision to walk the path of dedicated study. And that's a path that anyone, including you, can choose to walk. So how do you actually start? You build the habit. It's pretty simple. First, you commit to studying every single day. No excuses. Second, you make it automatic. It's got to be as non-negotiable as brushing your teeth. When you do that, you don't just get some temporary boost of motivation. You build results that actually stick for a lifetime. And that brings us to our question of the day. For Bob Proctor, this whole incredible journey started with just one book, Think and Grow Rich. So we want to know from you, what is the #1 book that has truly changed your life? Drop your answer in the comments below. Let's share the resources that have helped all of us on this path to understanding.